She understands that in a state like Rhode Island, where the governor is very weak in relation to the legislature, she has to figure out where she can find the influence that she doesn't have by law, or by statute, or by constitution. And just like the American president, the way to do that is through the informal use of power, particularly educator-in-chief and communicator, and using sort of the bully pulpit, as Teddy Roosevelt called it, to get people engaged so that the pressure comes not just from the lobbyists who are trying to preserve all of their particular spending areas, but also from the public who's actually paying attention. In a small state like Rhode Island, that is possible and it can be done. I think we expect to hear a lot more no-nonsense, sort of honesty, directness, some fairly confrontational sort of proposals, that because we have to stop coming up with gimmicks the way that we have for many years since I've been in this state. The state legislature has basically figured out how to make it look like they're balancing the budget. She's not going to tolerate that. And I think that's going to rankle feathers. And I think the recent dust-up that she had over transparency in the budget process, the Speaker probably was upset for good reason, but she was right, that many deals get done in the last 40 to 45 hours of the legislative session, where all sorts of things are crammed in. And I think that most people who know what's going on agree that she was right and that Mattiello needs to come to terms with that. I think any Rhode Islander who is interested in the future of this state should be paying attention over the next 4 months as this year's budget gets taken care of, but next year's budget gets debated and passed. Governor Raimondo is not going to permit the legislature to do the sorts of things that they've been accustomed to doing. And that's going to create not just political fireworks, but a great educational experience for Rhode Islanders to see what's really going on. And I think she's going to try to pull us into that, and that's ultimately good for democracy.